let's start off with 1. Okay? And now what we're going to do is we're going to start looking at what does my signal look like. So now I got this noisy signal, right? I've just tickled it in the Fourier domain. So now I want to see what does it look like in the time domain. Let's call that U of n, which is just IFFT UTN. Boom. Okay? Now, interesting thing just happened as well, which is I had a signal which had no complex components, right? It was a real signal. But now, when I added noise, the noise had complex parts to it. So now my actual signal with noise on it is a complex field. And so I'm going to plot its absolute value. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to plot here on one plot, t versus u. And this will be my, in black, I'll plot, this is my perfect signal. And here is my distorted signal. Let's make it magenta. I like magenta. It shows up nicely. Okay, nicely. I think we use nicely. Okay, there we go. That's going to be my noisy signal. And then on the other plot, which is kind of getting long here, okay, so we're going to plot again. This will be in black. And then if you do a ... you can continue down to the next line. We're going to also plot Ks versus, now let's just copy and paste this thing, because that's, who wants to write that? Now we're going to plot our spectrum, but now not UT, but UTN, our noisy signal. Normalized as well. Oh, by the way, we better plot the absolute value here. Sorry. Remember, because it's got complex coefficients. Now, we may or may not have done it right. Nope. Okay. See. Unexpected expression on line 20. Oh, did I have an extra parentheses there? All right, yeah. All right, there we go. Oh, I'm missing one. There, nice. Okay. What's that? Oh, there's still a red line on it. Okay, let's count parentheses. 1, that one's okay. Yeah. And then max of it. Where's that one end? Right there. And, oh, you know what I'm missing? Oh, no. I'm missing a comma. That'd be nice. A comma, then go here. And then also we want this to be magenta colored. There we go. Okay. See that, everybody? I added a little noise. Does everybody like that? I added noise. Woo, yay. Okay, I'm going backwards in a way, right? Because partly what I'm saying is I'm making a beautiful signal and I'm distorting it. And I didn't distort it too bad. You can still see that signal real nice. So if I would say, hey, let's see if there's a whale out there. Let's save it. I would, hey, there's a whale. Okay. Now these people come along and start texting and tweeting, I'm at the lake. Yes?
You didn't add noise to you directly?
Yeah, that's not the right way to do it. When you do white noise, the definition of white noise is it's a frequency definition. You add noise in the frequency domain to every frequency component. So that ensures that you have the statistically correct definition of what noise is supposed to do. Now watch this. 10 times the noise. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna do something here. Hold on. I'm gonna copy and paste because I probably will have to do this later. Did I just copy and paste? Yes. Good. I'm gonna break it here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start asking the following question. All right. So let's just do it now. Now all I'm doing is plotting for you time domain, frequency domain with noise. And then I can ask the same question. Is there a whale there? Now, if you just look at the time domain picture, you might say, well, maybe there's something there. Ooh, that still looks kind of good. You know, I mean, you might be able to say something that you want to do there. Makes more noise. Tell me, you got a lake whale or not? Moreover, let me ask the following question. You work at a radar installation with big rockets. So let's go back to this picture here. If we can come up to the front. Now you work up here. Got this advanced engineering degree. You're defending the country. You got your little place up here, and that's the signal that just came in. And you have a button that launches rockets. You can launch a rocket at that or not? Hey, this is not, I mean, we laugh about it, but actually, that's the question you got to answer. Am I going to launch a rocket at that or not? I have to make a decision. I have a bunch of noise. I can't tell if that signal has anything in it or not. Or maybe you can. Can you? I mean, you can. It's a Rochet test a little bit. I think there is a. In fact, I think it's a MiG. Okay? Not that little Cessna from Grandpa John. Right? This is the kind of decision making you're doing. You sent out a signal. This is what you came back, and you're trying to ask, do I actually have something there or not? One piece of information so far you've not used is you knew the frequency you sent out, right? At some point, you sent out a meganaut, and what you got back was all kind. You know, you have this detector that gets everything, right? And so you bring everything in, okay? So you've got to ask the question, okay, if I brought everything in, but I'm really only looking at a meganaut. That's all I care about. So what you really want to do is filter, right? There's a bunch of junk there you brought in. Throw it away. Okay? Yeah.
In our case, a meganaut is 0.
Meganaut 0. In this case here, what I did is I put a signal right there. That's our meganaut 0. And I know that's what I sent out, so I know that's all I care about. So what I want to do is say, well, all this stuff over here is meaningless, so why don't I build a little filter right there? You know, just throw this away, keep that, and then ask, what do I see over here? Right? This is what I measure. Okay? So I took a perfect signal. I already know what the answer is, by the way, right? Because I built the signal. It's a little bump. So I'm just trying to figure out, can I reconstruct that bump, really, ultimately? Because this is what I'd measure. How well can I go back? All right. See, this is how you save the world. It's not so hard. A couple easy steps, a little bit of MATLAB code. All right. So let's kill that off. And let's think about this a little bit.